Hello and welcome. We're at the track covering the Sport of Kings. Coming up, a Trinidad and Tobago Derby record for champion trainer John O'Brien. The latest from the Garrison Savannah in Barbados and Jamaica's Caymanas Park, including Abigail Able riding her 6th winner this season. While in the USA, stakes wins for Caribbean trainers Saffie Joseph Jr. and Charlton Baker. Plus, a Barbadian jockey Jalon Samuel with a double in New York. Let's kick things off with the Trinidad and Tobago Derby at Santa Rosa Park. A 12-horse field for the Classic. The Guinness winner Just Exhale, the 2-horse and favourite, with Mohammed aboard for the 10-furlong trip, which would be run on a track wet because of rain. There's the field with the betting odds. The more fancied entries: number 1 Arsalan at 7-1, Just Exhale number 2, the 6-5 favourite, the 6-horse Stroke of Luck, the Guinness runner-up, the 2-1 second favourite, number 10 the unbeaten Phyllis Soca Symphony at 4-1, one of 3 John O'Brien entries, and 11 Great Heart at 8-1. Let's get the race call now with Nick Chady seeing Pata Pata and Super Bird setting the pace.
They're both head and head for the lead, 6 furlongs to go. They've gotten away by 5 lengths now to Great Heart racing into 3rd position. Arsalan is in 4th. Soca Symphony moves up 1 spot from 5th on the outside, and the finishing touch is rolling up from the 6th position to on the outside, and John Wick is moving in 7th. The next race is Just Exhale, who's making his way through in between horses. Bobbing and weaving there is Just Exhale. Oh, we had to check at the half-mile pole. Just Exhale taken back on heels. Meantime, Pata Pata still shows the way. Finishing touch rallies up into the 2nd position all of a sudden now. Around the turn they go. Pata Pata and Ronald Ali by 1 length. Let's add a notch again. And here comes Stroke of Luck. Stroke of Luck picks up chase in the 2nd spot. Just Exhale too emerges. A green blur is coming, and coming on strong in between horses. Stroke of Luck on the outside. Just Exhale. The race is on at the top of the stretch. 300 to go. Stroke of Luck and Just Exhale head and head for the lead. Pata Pata back to 3rd. Stroke of Luck holding sway. Just Exhale is fighting on. It's between these two. Stroke of Luck is getting away from him here. Stroke of Luck. Just Exhale on the outside, final 50 meters, and it's going to be Stroke of Luck. Stroke of Luck takes the Derby from Just Exhale.
Stroke of Luck's first career win, and it comes in the Car Brewery Derby. Champion jockey Brand Boodram Singh for champion trainer John O'Brien, linking up as they did with the 2014 Derby winner Momentum. The favourite Just Exhale settles for 2nd, 15-1 shot Pata Pata 3rd, winning groom Kurt Sukram, Rajendra Maharaj's Roroma stable, who had a big year at Canada's Woodbine with the super filly Money for Row, winning owners here. And trainer O'Brien not surprised by his record 9th Derby win, saying the colt was well prepared and ready.
He has done everything we asked of him, and we figured going 10 furlongs he would be have a tremendous shot. His mother won the Oaks, and she stayed forever, and she's one of the Pundit Foundation mares. And there was a little bit of confidence. I mean, Just Exhale beat him easily in the Guineas, but we figured that we might be able to turn it around.
To Jamaica now to recap last weekend's double meet, Saturday and Sunday at Caymanas Park. The Warzone Sprint Trophy was Saturday's richest event at 1.13 million Jamaican dollars. The 5-2 bet Secret Identity attempting the gate-to-wire win, being hustled on the outside by the favourite Jordan Reigns and watched in the come box by Kevin Burnside.
Passing the 3. And these two still hooked up on it. It is on the inside, Secret Identity. On the outside, Jordan Reigns. They'll come into the lane that way, chased by Mom, 2 lengths behind. Secret Identity still just the leader. Here comes Jordan Reigns, now launching a strong attack on the outside. Secret Identity still keeping Jordan Reigns at bay. Mom still coming on the inside. Secret Identity looks to be finding a bit more from Jordan Reigns. They come inside the half a furlong to the Warzone Trophy Sprint, and I think Tenson Chung will get his 200th win on Secret Identity. Jordan Reigns coming with one last effort.
Hugh and Elliott's Secret Identity, ridden by apprentice Matthew Bennett and trained by former jockey Tensang Chung, holds on for the win by a neck over the previously unbeaten 1-9 favourite Jordan Reigns, clocking 106 2/5 for the 5.5 furlong Warzone Trophy. The Ahufa Sprint was Sunday's main event. Richard Azan's 4-year-old colt, Laban, an even money favourite. after recovering from a bit of a stumble at the start, settled in third by 25-year-old rider Abigail Able, and here on the far turn, she is ready to pounce on the leaders Deep Blue Sea and Prince Charles.
The band is racing up next in third. They're followed by Legality and Loose Ball. Supreme Soul is under a drive as they leave the three, trying to make gains on those leaders. Another Bullet second from the back, and last of all, it's El Professor as the field will now come to the top of the stretch. A quarter of a mile to run. Deep Blue Sea battling La Band now, who accelerates rapidly on the outside, and La Band hits the front. Prince Charles racing in behind. Over against the rail, that's Deep Blue Sea, followed by Legality and Loose Ball. Supreme Soul is racing wide in behind them, but La Band is now with the advantage. Legality trying to close up on the inside of Prince Charles. It is La Band holding on to the advantage. La Band keeping them at bay and will win the Ahufa sprint by maybe 3.
One of a handful of female riders at Caymanas Park, Abigail Able, 9 career wins now for her, 6 in the 2021 season, as she steers even money favourite Laban to the Cole's 3rd win in 16 starts this year, scoring by a comfortable 2.5 lengths and clocking 1:13 3/5 for 6 furlongs in the Ahufa sprint for trainer Richard Azan, who part owns Laban. To Barbados now, where Saturday's card of the Garrison Savannah was highlighted by some exciting finishes, among them the Christmas season handicap. The 7.8 furlong run for 3-year-old horses and older saw Fillmore's and Nasty Critter as the joint 7-2 favourites. But keep your eyes on young rider Delano Lopez off the pace here with a 14-1 outsider, Red Heat, from the barn of Robert Pierce.
Aerodynamic race is third. Super Heights is there. Nasty Critter is falling away, so Nelos is coming with have a chance. Red Heat circling wide on the outside to come charging, and into the stretch they come. And it's Aerodynamic who's in front. On the outside, Fillmore's wide on the outside. Red Heat finishing very quickly. Fillmore's Aerodynamic. Red Heat picking him up and putting him down. Fillmore's on Red Heat. Red Heat of Fillmore's. Red Heat's going to get it. Wins it? No.
What a finish, just 2.5 lengths separating the first 6 finishers. What a ride from Delano Lopez, son of Simon Husbands, coming from last for the upset win. The second longest shot in the field at 14-1, scoring by a half length over Fillmore's, clocking 1:37 even for 7.8 furlongs for trainer Robert Pierce and owner Harriet Brathwaite. Let's head up north now to the USA, where Florida's Gulfstream Park and Aqueduct in New York, where the racetrack's Caribbean trainers Saffie Joseph Jr. and Charlton Baker had added money wins at. The US $100,000 Mr. Prospector Stakes was Saturday's main event at Gulfstream Park. Barbadian Saffie Joseph with a pair of entries here, including the early race leader Wind of Change, preparing to fend off a wall of horses watched in the combox by Pete Aiello.
44-4 for a legitimate half mile. Racehorse time and the closers are underway. 4 wide, Dennis's Moment charging hard with officiating right alongside. Wind of Change and Doc Amster with them. 3 back to endorsed. He needs to do better than that. Top of the lane in the Mr. Prospector. Up front, officiating is on to take over. To the outside, and Dennis's Moment tries to cling to him. Doc Amster is very game, and now Endorsed is going to make a final push down the stand side. Final 16th of a mile. Endorsed is starting to gain ground, but officiating has the lead, and officiating wins the Mr. Prospector.
Officiating at 7-1 odds gets the surprise win. His Saffie Joseph front-running stablemate Wind of Change fading to 5th. Louis Saez, the winning rider, topping the 9-5 favourite Endorsed by 3/4 of a length. 1:22.28 the winning Mr. Prospector time for 7 furlongs. The new Gulfstream Park Championship meet season only a week old, and Saffie already has 4 stakes wins. Further north to New York's Aqueduct Racetrack, Jamaican trainer Charlton Baker reeled off a spectacular win in the Garland of Roses Stakes with a favourite Glass Ceiling. The 4-year-old filly was last, heading for the home stretch under jockey Dylan Davis.
It is Sadie Lady, the leader here by a little more than a length. Let Me Take This Call down at the rail in second. Then comes Song River, Star Front on the extreme outside. Call on Mischief is advancing now in between horses. And then at the back is a Glass Ceiling. As the field comes into the stretch, still Sadie Lady there. The half 45-3. Glass Ceiling is gobbling up the slop on the outside. Here comes Glass Ceiling, who has now taken over the lead. Call on Mischief has moved into second. Let Me Take This Call. And Sadie Lady. Glass Ceiling with a last to first victory in the Garland of Roses.
This Garland of Roses, the first stakes race for the new Aqueduct season, and it goes to Baker, who also won the event in 2014 and 2020. Baker part owns the filly with Michael Foster. Glass ceiling by 2 1/4 lengths as the favourite under jockey Dylan Davis in the US $100,000 event. The winning time for 6 furlongs, 1:11.19. Finally, the talented Barbadian jockey Jalon Samuel is shaping to have his best season up north, moving his tally of wins on the competitive New York circuit to 10 this past weekend. Now, as a 20-year-old back in 2014, Jalon had 12 winners at Canada's Assiniboia Downs. But riding at New York's Aqueduct and Belmont is, pardon the pun, a horse of a different colour. So this Jalon Samuel double Friday afternoon at Aqueduct was pretty special. In the claiming 4th race for 3-year-olds and upward, Samuel shows real quality here aboard the 4-1 bet Papa Smooth to take control down the home stretch, outgunning the fast finishing 2-1 favourite Merchants of Cool in a 2 3/4 length win. Only half an hour later, Samuel at it again with another well-measured ride, patient early and strong late, right, then left-hand whipping aboard the 5-1 shot, always charming in the maiden claiming 5th race for 2-year-olds, coming widest of all and pulling clear to score by 2 1/4 lengths. The last time we saw a Caribbean jock looking so potent at New York would have probably been the Jamaican legend Emilio Bimbo Rodriguez back in the 1980s. We've been at the track covering top stories and exciting races in the sport of kings. Check us out again next week.